Hi guys, Cam here from Akaonlinegamers doing our second Assassin's Creed walkthrough for you. New Assassin's Creed 3, it leads straight on from Memory 1, straight into Memory 2. And I don't know if this was my memory, if this was memory stick. I don't know if this was my analog stick or if this was just because the world was loading, but my analog stick is really dodgy. I did mention it in the last video. Basically, I'm not very good at walking. Just the analog stick gets a bit stuck. I do have my other controller, but I still need to get the battery pack for it. I've already mentioned this. But you need to wait for this piece to load as you're walking along. It's leading into the second memory. You've just turned into this bloke here. I'm trying to remember his name, and it's just gone from me again. I keep forgetting his name. He does have quite a weird name. I've got the box next to me. I'll just have a quick look. Can't see it. I do apologise for that. But anyway, you've just turned into him here, English bloke, and you're basically walking along here, and you have a guard, a friend. I don't really know who he is. He's some sort of acquaintance of yours who's going to lead you to this doorway here. So you're just going to want to walk along, following him, listening to the conversation, and then you will want to enter through this doorway here. So there we go, that's where you go to start the mission, A Deadly Performance. Now as you can see, Theatre Royal, Covent Garden, obviously using quite realistic areas in this game, which they do try and do. So you want to head straight up here, straight up through them double doors ahead of you, which will open by the time you get there. Kind of holding A to fast walk, A or X, whichever console you are on. So you're holding A, fast walk straight through there, get guided to your seat. Just keep walking all the way down to there, and the bloke sends you across the road there. And what you do need to do is you do need to push yourself along. I do actually just stand still for a little bit. I was like, this is a bit weird, and then I realised, oh yeah, I need to walk myself along. So walk yourself along the aisle towards your seat. Once you get there, you will automatically sit down, as you will see here. You sit yourself down and you're just waiting for the performance to begin. You obviously know this man here, and he's someone who you're doing a mission or whatever for. I will stay quiet for this bit so you can listen to what's going on.
By far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
Right, so there we go, and now you need to use your eagle vision to find your target. As you can see, he's up in the top right there. As long as you look towards his general direction, it will eventually zoom in on him. That's your man there, that's the man you want to assassinate. So the next job is to find a route up there without getting spotted. You obviously can't take the main corridors if you plan on going up there to kill him. So that ladder catches your attention, and you then need to sneak your way out. Well, not sneak your way out, you need to push your way along your row and get up to there. So you press the left stick forward to get out your chair, and then you're just going to want to go along the aisle again like you did coming in. So you'll push along. People obviously aren't too happy that bloke gets up and you just push him back down. And you're just going to want to walk straight through here and head towards that ladder. So you go straight up the ladder here, holding in RT and moving L up to climb, as you end up going into climbing on the wall. The ladder doesn't lead up to any sort of room. It leads you into like a climbing area, so you're going to want to manoeuvre your way all the way around. Somehow no one sees you. Bit weird if you ask me, but no one spots the man crawling his way around the theatre. But anyway, you move your way around all these booths here. As you can see, them two getting it on. Very nice. And you're going to want to keep going around there and push upwards at that point. Yeah, you don't go along anymore, you push upwards there to the next set of balconies, then work your way along those ones. You get to that green point there, and the next one is further up, so you keep pushing your way along to the next barrier and then move your way up once more. You're going to want to keep going along here, not getting spotted by any of the people in them booths. Move your way along to there and hop in there, because there is no one there. So you're going to want to move along to this next bit now. This next bit I did struggle with quite a bit, as you'll see here. You've got to pick the lock, and it's quite a hard process picking the lock if you're not used to it. What you need to do is you need to push the left stick forward, and obviously with my analog stick I went and it didn't help. You've got to create tension, and as you create tension by moving, like, you've got to push forward and you need to move it slightly to the left. As you see, the right stick will pop up and you'll need to push the right stick forward and to the right, I do believe, to fiddle with the lock, and then eventually I will get to that point. It is a really hard process, you'll see when you get there. I do apologise for how long this takes, but I wasn't very good at it. So now you rotate R to, or rotate the lock, and as you get in the right position, you need to tap RT repeatedly. Just about getting your analog sticks in the right position, really. It is quite difficult. The best thing to probably do is just have a lot of composure and just really take your time doing it, because I did take quite a while doing it, but eventually I broke my way in, and it does then lead into a cutscene where you just walk through into this room. You now have to work your way across the stage without getting detected. So it starts you here. I do originally try and run up this piece of wood because I didn't recognise which way to go, but what you're going to want to do is run along there, grab yourself onto the cloud. This will drop down, don't worry about that. It drops down to the side. You're then going to want to push your way along to the left onto that ledge. It's I mean, just follow the pathway that I take. It seemed like a pretty obvious one. Just sort of very simple. I mean, it's the first sequence. They're not really going to test you. They use this mission again just to get you used to climbing and the free running aspect of the game. So they're using this mission for that purpose. What you're going to want to do here is go along left and hang on to the moon, and the moon will also drop down. Somehow you still don't get seen, but then you push your way along to there and keep going. Move your way up along to the left, and then you're going to want to go all the way along there, up onto this ledge, push your way along to the left again, and hop across onto there, and then move your way up. You're then going to want to walk forwards, going through this door here, and it will then lead into a cutscene, which I will let you guys listen to, and I'll only talk when I'm needed.
Haytham, you should have come to me. We would have found another way.
Yes. But then you would have known.
Now, soon you'll have to press X when prompted to assassinate. Just right there. So you assassinate him there, and you will remove the amulet, which actually turns out to be a key. As you can see, I thought this bit was a bit weird. It didn't really make much sense to me. There's a little boy watching you, which I thought was just a bit weird, and his eyes were really scary. And you just sort of tell him to be quiet. I was like, I didn't really understand that bit much. It was a bit weird, but yeah, I don't know if like this actually happened in history, and you actually and that boy had something to do with it or something like that, but I don't know. If any of you know, you can leave it in comments. I just thought it was a bit random and a bit weird, to be honest. But at this point here, they will find out that he's dead. You'll hear some shrieks from the women who have obviously just passed you, and you're just going to want to sort of keep calm. Don't worry, no need to sprint or anything. You're going to want to fast walk. Just follow the pathway I take and walk your way out, and the guards won't go anywhere near you. They start accusing other people taking them out, people who were close to the area at the time. If you just keep walking, just don't stop. Just constantly keep on the move. If you hold in A while you're walking through these groups of people, you'll just push them to the side. You're going to want to go down to the right there, past those people. I sort of went a bit too far. Just keep pushing your way through to the door as quickly as you can. Not running though, you don't want to draw attention to yourself. Just keep fast walking as I've done here, all the way along. Just keep hitting the green markers and then heading to the next one. I mean, I don't really think there's any other way you could go, but to be safe, just make sure you follow the way that I go, because you don't get caught going this way, obviously, as I didn't. So you're just going to want to head down the stairs. Basically, you're making your way back out of the theatre, because you've got what you came for, pretty much. So you're now going to want to head along here. That's the doorway straight in front of you there. Just keep moving yourself. Sorry, it's not. That's a separate doorway. You're going to want to turn right down these stairs. That's my bad. Turn right down these stairs into this main room where there are a big collection of people. Obviously, everyone pretty much knows now about the there is a murder or an assassination that's occurred, and you're just going to want to keep heading to the green markers, keep heading your way out, and as you can see when you get to this one, it'll cut into a cutscene where you will end up in a carriage, and you've got what you wanted. The bloke's going to be taking you back to your people, so that gets shut there, and he'll hop in the front, and as you can see, you take the amulet sort of thing out of your pocket, and you're heading yourself into the next area. And as you can see, a good little transformation here where it puts him into a different scene, and I will let you listen to this scene because he is it's quite important. You might as well listen to what goes on, so I'll just keep quiet for now.
Hand a key, and if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge, perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for us.
I'm just going to put back in now, guys. You can just pause the video if you want to listen to the cutscene or whatever, but you basically find out this is a key. There's a certain area of America where this man has decided that the area, like, the tomb for this key is. So you're going to want to head to there. You also get a list of men who you're going to want to like find while you're there to help you on with your mission. And you will end up finding these in later missions, heading into sequence 2. So you then take your leave from the area, as you've pretty much been told to head off to America to use the key. So we are heading towards the end of the video now, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave me any comments if you've got any questions. I'll respond as soon as I possibly can. As you can see there, sequence 1 of Deadly Performance, 100% synchronization. Just have to say thanks a lot for watching, guys. It does mean a lot to us. If you can like, subscribe if you enjoy the videos, would be really helpful. So thank you very much for watching. Cam here from Akaonlinegamers, and I am out.